Okay, gardening vlog number 6, keep on doing that. Grass definitely looks nice and green in this. The stripes have like basically stood up now from yesterday. I guess you can't really see them, like, kind of, but no. Don't know why that bit's got that from the broom yesterday, I don't know. Yeah, that bit's just a little bit shorter. And that bit's still the same, obviously. But yeah, it's grown quite a bit. Ideally, I would do this on probably just, if I was going to do this with the petrol mower, which I probably would have preferred, I would have probably done it so just trim just the little bits off the top, and so it can push the grass down in different ways, like stripes, like the ways I cut it, so it hides most of the like patches at the moment. And I do that each time, but it's just like not. I asked one of the neighbours to see if he could have a look at it, and he hasn't got an idea, so I'll have to wait until my uncle can have a look at it again, which would be so it'll be quite a while yet until that happens. So it's annoying because the grass is still. I'm not really sure if it would have been like this if it was cut with like a petrol mower, but I can't tell the fly mower ruined it, or if it just wasn't. It was definitely pretty much ready, but I just couldn't tell. Like, if I don't have the petrol one on a higher setting, I don't know if it would have still been the same, or it probably been a bit more hidden. But I can't tell if the fly mower's blunt blade ruined it. That made all patchy, basically ripping at the grass. But yeah, it just looks so much more sort of better looking. Like if it was left at this height and the patch bits were filled in, it would probably be fine. I'm going to do it on a high setting on this. It will make it look less green again. It's what I'll have to do until the petrol mower is working. So I can see what it's like with that, and then until I can fill the bits in. Maybe after that it'll be fine. So there's more grass there to make it like it isn't as bad, and it'll be more greener. Once I get used to being cut on a certain height, then it will be more greener, like this. This is yesterday I've done. So yeah, I'll just do the usual edging first along there. Try and get along there because this is like really big, gets in the way. Get along there as good as possible, and along there on a nice defined edge along there, just along there, and then I'll mow the mower, and then trim along there the strimmer, so I know what height it is, so I don't do it too short or too long. Yeah, they've finished their path pretty much. The path's all, like, slab's all been laid, it's all been grouted. Topsoil's been put in the edges where the grass is, so it's all the same level. And once that has grown into grass and stuff, because I don't think there's going to be any seed put down, once that's finally just grown, I will be keeping on top of that with the edge going along it with the strimmer, just so it looks nice. And I'll obviously sweep it so it can get on the new path. That'll be a while away yet. I'll leave it whenever I start doing it again, because there's like pile of old concrete and stuff all over the garden. So once I start doing it again, it will be, I'll probably get the spade and edge along like where the garden sort of ends, starts like from the public path. That was edged like back in 2018, but it's just grown a bit now. It's not that bad, it's mainly just like a few bits, just neaten it up again with the spade and then just tidy it, fine it with the strimmer. So yeah, I'll get started. Okay, so it's all been done. I have done the edging, then so I've done all the edging and stuff. Then I cut it with the mower on the high setting. Went over it twice, just because grass cuttings were quite sort of big pieces. Because it grows, new grass grows quite quick in a couple of days. So went over it twice just to cut it into smaller pieces. So, and sometimes grass cuttings can sometimes help fertilise, and sometimes it actually helps hiding some of the patches. Not all of them, but it's making it. I think when the grass this is cut shorter, it doesn't look like there are patches that are as bad. It makes it better quality. It's all like the same height, like that bit isn't shorter, and so it does look better quality when it's shorter, but it's just when it grows, it doesn't look great. But I guess over time, if you keep on cutting it on this height, the bits will fill in, and it will just get better. Yeah, at some point, it's fine at the moment, I'll need to get some more trimmer line for the strimmer. I found some a couple of weeks ago from a site called FFX, I think. They're selling like, I think, a 15.2 metre line, so that's quite long, for like £3 something. I think £3.45, yeah, for one of them. And then I'll get 2, so it can last, so I can have more. So I don't keep running out to buy more all the time.
Who's filming?
Hello?
Waving the camera out. Where's number 1, Josh?
Okay, anyway. So yeah, that's the grass, the front done. I wanted to do that one over there, but I think I'll wait a while, maybe. Originally, we were going to go round to Nan and Grandad's today for barbecue, but because earlier, it wasn't as great weather and it rained overnight, so it was cancelled. So I'm not going there. So originally, I probably was going to do their grass, but I would have done it the manual this time because I'm not going to bother with the farm anymore. The blade's blunt. I don't like you adjusting it all the time, and so what it's been when I bought my strimmer and the mower, and I would have done it after the barbecue, but like after like it's all been cooked and stuff. Yeah, obviously that'll happen now, so it'll be done at some point. 'Cause I want to get it done. I don't know, because we're all in the summer holidays now, but it's just I want to be more careful still, so I have to do it at some point. Because I want to start getting it back on to like the 2-week schedule again, which would have been today. Like go around there every 2 weeks, do the grass. Well, obviously that's not happening. So yeah, I think I'll need to eventually get this edge more straighter, but I just don't know, like, I'm still trying to be careful with like the strimmer along here, because obviously I don't really, because with that larger guide you can't really see where the wire's going, so I don't know if it's, I don't really want to like push it too far against the turf and it will like start cutting the grass instead and make it all bald, or go too close to the flowers and start cutting all the plants up. So I kind of have to hold it in between, and I can't really hold it straight. I can't keep it straight going along, because it just doesn't do that. So it just kind of goes a bit wonky in places, like it goes in more and it comes out. So at some point this will need to be, even if I do something like the spade, just cut tiny little bits off just to straighten it up a bit, just to get it looking more neat. 'Cause it wasn't like perfectly straight when it was originally turfed, but it's fine for now. It's not as if it's like I don't know. It's not like really bad. It's just, it's still new. It's good that the guide is massive, but it's also bad because it makes the cutting wire not like really long, so you can't really like have it quite high up an edge or anything, and you just can't, if you're at edge and you can't really see where the wire is, so you can't just guess. But I have to go along there, a couple of times so I know it's actually cutting it, and I have to like move it away and have a look, see if it's doing anything. So you can't really tell. If I had no go on it, that would be dangerous, but I'll still be able to tell. Yeah, if I was to make any improvements for this strimmer, maybe make the guide just a bit smaller, like some of the petrol ones, just so it's more, so you can actually see what you're doing. And maybe just make it so this actual trimming lines can actually be just a bit longer as well. But yeah, it's fine. The grass will probably, in about 2 days, it'll probably grown up again. This is what it's like with new grass, like especially in the back, like with that little seeded patch. It will grow so quick. Like you can cut it, and then like 2 days later, it's just like grown so much, and just like you need to keep on top of it. Like this is why really thick and stuff. Like there's no patches. It would literally, you wouldn't be able to leave it for like, I don't know, 2-3 weeks, because it would just be like so much effort just to cut down. You'd basically be hacking it down every time. But yeah, it's fine for now. It's fine when you look at it from a distance, but you don't want to get too close in this. But yeah. So it's back to how it was Tuesday afternoon. But more grass clippings because it was actually cut with the manual instead of sort of neatening it. So yeah, only thing I can really do now, if I really want to, is just because I've done this yesterday, obviously, and this will probably be done again. I don't know, Tuesday, tomorrow, but probably not the whole thing. I'll probably just like go up to like here. The only thing I can really do is just, yeah. So it rained last night, and the mushrooms are back. They won't stop. So the only thing I can really do is just loosen up that edge a little bit with the trimmer for the first time, just so I can get into a groove of just getting it looking neat. Maybe edge this, try and edge it with a trimmer. But there's really much. It's just boring, just waiting all the time, just for things to grow and things to do. Like when you've done everything, you're just kind of bored. Like when you've run out of like gardens, then you're just a bit bored. Or like when one of them you used to do all the time, like every 2 weeks, is now just overgrown and having a tree like taking up most of it. Then you can't really do that with a manual one. You have to wait until the petrol motor is fixed, and then you can do it. So, I mean, maybe later this year or next year, I'll try and get some of those customers back. I would want to start doing my granddad's mower, which is the one that's like overgrown. That would be a video I'd put on another channel. It'd be like a big sort of like, it'd be like the one to watch, like getting like interesting shots of it all being like cut down, and maybe a lower shot of like the petrol mower going past, cutting all the long grass down, or something like that. And there was a customer who lived like pretty much opposite him, or opposite his neighbour, who used to do it every week. He's called Frank, who used to cut it every week because they just liked it nice and neat, but they never wanted to do it themselves. Or well, they would, but they'd always like his like wife and him would always fight over who would do it. Something like that. I remember that's what he said, but they'd never agree who would do it each week. So they ended up just getting me. And I'd done it until about 2017, because then their garden was like redone. Like I think he redone it, so it's not as, the grass isn't like as like big anymore. It's more like in the centre. It's like all good. Last time I saw it was like stones around the outside. It's like a new turf bit. In the centre, it's just not as big. Okay, what I was saying was, so it was probably about mid-2017, like maybe July or whatever, that we stopped because my mum got a new job, so she stopped working. So basically what it was, like we went round there, like from the morning. It's like we dropped my mum off at work in the morning to Waitrose, and she'd be there until about 2. My sister would have dancing lessons like nearby, so we'd drop her off there and do pick up at some point. So we'd go in there and eat lunch. I'd go and do the grass, one of them. Depends what week it would be. Or there'd be 1 week where I'd do Grandad's and Frank's, and then there'd be a week where I'd just do Frank's. That's annoying. So yeah, and then my mum got a new job, so we never really went around there anymore. And then my granddad doesn't really live there anymore, so he does go there sometimes, but he lives in another place now. So, and it just doesn't like work with the routine, so there's no point going around there, and there's not really like any need. So I don't do his anymore. It kind of just stopped. I didn't like say it, literally just stopped. Because I didn't know. So maybe eventually, once I've got like more better equipment and stuff, I can maybe see if he'd want me to start doing it again, because I'd just walk over there myself and do it. Because if it's literally just me doing the manual one or the petrol, and I'd have the strimmer and stuff, I'd literally just rather just walk it over. Just walk through the paths and I'll be there. Yeah, there's a pigeon. Oh, and now it's gone. Oh, over there now. So yeah, I think what I'll do now is... That doesn't need a sweep in. This grass is fine because it literally just dies there. It literally just like disappears in a couple of days, turns into compost and stuff. So what I'll do now is just put the these things back in the ground, like the plant name things. Just because the strimmer sometimes knocks them out the ground. Let's pull that weed out. Out on this one as well. Hopefully we'll get more flowers growing on these plants at some point. This corner is always really hard to get because you can't really get it with the mower. Like, it's always difficult to turn around, stand on these next to rocks and you can't really get it because the wheel kind of takes up this whole area. The strimmer, you don't want to do it too low. Every time I do it, there's like a cobweb here or something, and grass just flies up. Got it, kind of. Yeah, I would have done that if like parents weren't like in the rooms where if they had sat in the living room or something. You know, I probably would have just done it, or maybe at least gone on the edge of the strimmer. Something. But yeah, it doesn't need a sweep because it's not as bad as last time where it was literally all over the path. It's just like little bits that will literally just blow away with a bit of wind and then it'll be gone. And the bits of grass is fine, just being sat on the lawn because they'll blow away at some point, or they will just disappear. And sometimes it's actually good for the grass, as long as it's not massive clumps. Sometimes it helps it, like, fertilise it. I went over it twice, so more smaller. Either they'll just literally make more patches, or it will help. But I'll have to see. So that's it for this one. Like I said, if parents were like sat in the living room or something, I would have just done that. Went around the edges, trimmed it and edged it and stuff, and I would have cut it with the mower, and that would have been that one done. So yes, I will just maybe, I don't know, do a bit of trimming on that side bit or something. Yeah, so I've trimmed around the edges and stuff. Used the trimmer to go along this edge the first time. Done a little bit there, trimmer line was running out. Well, it was going shorter, so I had to tap it. Still not sure how to tap it. Like, you have to sort of whack it really hard but you don't want to like dent the this bit at the same time. It's quite hard, so you can't really just like tap it lightly and it'll go on. You have to like, smack the ground. You don't want to do it to grass that you're trying to keep tall because it'll end up scalping it. So I've got the mower back on its default height again because obviously I'm going to use the highest on as because I want to keep it long, or longish, as long as it can get on that. And do I use the petrol one? I'll put kind of 4 inches and stuff. Yeah, it's been 3 days, so I'll just go over it. I'll just get it back to 3 days again. Just keep it nice and neat, striping. I don't think I'll do all of it this time, even though I trimmed it all. But I won't do it. I think I'll just get up just past that little slab bit or concrete bit that comes out. So I'll just start sort of go around it and then I'll do this. Then next time I'll do that bit because it hasn't been growing much. Yeah, go on. That's the type of nice green I want to get. Maybe there are some bits that are worse, but I think it sort of goes up in the middle. Like it sort of goes up sort of slope and it goes down. That's just the greenness I want it to be, just so it like green at a lower height. I think it says mainly like seed, because it was like weed and feed or something a while ago, years ago, and then it was like seeded and stuff. So there are some lighter bits, but pretty much that sort of colour. Maybe the darker bits. That kind of how I want it to be. I'm gonna get there eventually. It's only it has a second cut, so some seeds and some fertiliser in the future can help. Got a nice sort of dark pinkish sort of flower. Not really sure you don't know what type of plant it is. Don't know if it's a foxglove. Whatever it is, it looks nice. It's taller than the fence. This fence came down in the winter. It was like a windy time or something where it just like collapsed. So it's literally been held together by nails and then something propping up on the other side. So this fence has been here probably since the house was built. So it looks like it probably should just be replaced. You know, I've got an idea what it should be replaced with. Like some ones you see, like new build houses where it's all built out of wood, sort of this stuff. It's probably had this sort of paint colour, but it's sort of like a brown sort of colour, where it's all wood like this. And it'll probably new gate as well. So it'd be nice just there for them to get a whole new fence, but they rent this house, so. But yeah, it'd be nice. Brand new fence, a new gate, just so it all just looks nice. So yeah, I'll do this. I'll do some stripes, only up to just past that concrete bit, and then that'll be it for this one, and that will probably be it. Anything else? This is nothing to do. Oh yeah, I trimmed down those mushrooms with the trimmer as well. It made the trimmer sound like it was going to really thick grass, because it is. There's so many, like, so close together. I wonder if this bit was actually all dug over and then like returfed or something, it would actually still grow as mushrooms. Like if it was like, if this whole strip on this side was all like really deeply dug, and then like all filled back in and like levelled out and all turfed and everything, I wonder if still, if it would rain, there would still be those mushrooms there, because there might be remains of the trees still quite deep down. But I don't know, that's just still a dip from where the tree was. So yeah, I will give this a trim now, because that bit has grown. It's grown, some bits have grown, but not. I don't want to do it like 4 days. Well, last time I done it, there were bits around, I think it rained like 2 days or something. There were some longer bits. This has longer bits where it gets longer, taller bits, and it's really thick and grass goes everywhere. Little dandelion there, a fly or something, a bee maybe. But yeah, just getting it done more often. To keep it neat and no grass cuttings going everywhere. Apart from the trimmer, but yes. See you after. So this has all been done now. There is literally a spider on the mower handle. So get that off at some point before I move it. Probably get a stick or something somewhere and bash it. So yeah, it's all been done. I went up just past there. Probably see just where the mower stopped. It's not really much difference anyway, only 3 days growth up there. It's not as if it's like being a month and it's like really tall up there and nice and neat down here. It's just basically just a bit of a trim. It was quite thick though. Not like really thick, but like there were some taller bits like here. I think because manual ones give it more of a softer colours, not like if it was done with like a petrol or electric, it probably won't really grow much. So it's all been done. You can't really see, but I think there are some kind of stripes here, but it's not like standing out stripes like you can see for days or weeks. I know some like with a proper roller mowers and stuff, you can do it, and like still going to spring actually, and it's still kind of there. It's a bit crazy, but yeah. So yeah, the only bit that made this look a bit neater, just so it looks like it has kind of been done, which hasn't, is I've done a bit of trimming, so just so it stays neater for a while. So I don't know, like to trim up to here, and the rest of it isn't done, because that would look a bit weird. So yeah, you kind of see like track lines where the mower's been, wheel lines. And it just so I went like up here, and then I just turned around, just done a bit there, just so it's a bit more neat. Cuts a few little bits off. Apart from that, it doesn't really look that much different. I mean, it would definitely, you really tell it's been cut, but at some point I have to get a spade and do a proper edge in there so I can do it best with the strimmer, like I've done there. But it has been, I have to move that. Move my strimmer so it doesn't get run over. God, the butterfly. See if I can find a stick somewhere, just so I can get this spider off of my mower. There, it's gone. So that's, so I can use that now. The spider bin there. I think I'll just trim this bit up again because that's going a little bit, and it shows more now. The edging has kind of been sort of done. But yeah, I can't really do anything else because that has been turned over. So yeah, there isn't really much more that I can actually do at the moment, because I've all been done, or it doesn't really need it. So I mean, maybe I'll just dip that bit and just come back, just do a little bit after. But apart from that, there isn't really anything interesting. I've done the back yesterday, later on in the evening, more like just before dinner. Done on the higher setting, like it literally trimmed nothing apart from a few little bits on the edges and that newer bit that grown from seeds that grows quite a lot compared to the other bit that does nothing. So I've literally done nothing apart from those bits, but I guess eventually, as I do it on that height each week, it will eventually grow, hopefully, to that height, and then I'll just be able to make it look more obvious that it has been cut, because it looks like it hasn't, it's been done. But it has, so yeah, I think I'll just do this bit. I trimmed those bits up there just because that bit I can't get with the mower, just to make it look more neater, and I think apart from that, that'll be done. That'll be it for today. Yeah, so maybe I'll come back once this bit has been done, which should take, it won't be so quick. Maybe I'll need some of the edges a little bit more with the trimmer now. I've got a bit more wire to come out. But apart from that, that will probably be it for today. Yeah, look how green that grass is. That is like lawn goals right there. Well, maybe just a little bit more green, like every piece, like every single place, and then just some nice stripes on that. Probably leave it on that height and just stripe it. Nice strong stripes. That would be lawn goals right there. Get a nice edging and all. But because there isn't edging in the ground, you can literally just go on the edges with the strimmer and get a nice little gap in between as well. So yeah, I'll do this and probably maybe show after, I don't know, and that'll probably be it. Okay, so this has all been done. I've done the edging a bit more because this hasn't actually been done for a while, I don't think. So it looks more mud. It went a little bit more because there was more wire, so it cuts through more. Whenever new wires just come out, like when I've tapped it, it's always just sounds more powerful. But yeah, I've done the edging a little bit more, make it look a bit more neater, so it doesn't all. But before it was literally just like sitting flat down to about here. It wasn't miles picking up because it could suck anything, obviously. And yeah, I've given it a little trim. Did grow a little bit in a few days, a couple centimetres, but not much. Not really that much difference. But if I done it on a lower setting, then yeah, it would definitely look very different. But I don't want to do it anymore. So, what was I going to say? I was going to say something. Oh yeah, before I started the video, I forgot to say that probably later this year, if I have enough seed left, I will probably try and maybe rake this bit so I can get new bits out, and then maybe try and put some seed on it. I don't know, just see what would happen. And probably that bit up there by the drain. This bit I'd probably like turn the ground over a little bit here, turn it over a little bit with the spade, and then just know where the edges of this drain, so I don't put on there, and then just put some seed, maybe remove some of the weeds as well. Seed that so some grass can grow. That bit is almost big enough, you can just put like cut a bit of turf in half and put that there. But yeah, so that's all of that done. Well, that bit was done yesterday, still good. That path down there is all done now. Topsoil was filling up the edges and hosed down earlier. It's all been done. Yeah, maybe after a while it'll thicken up. Keep on doing it on this height. Have to see. And here's Peanut. Obviously I'll still see it, just so, because I want it to look. Yeah. 2. Mhm. Yes. So yeah, I will definitely see it because I want it to kind of look green, kind of like that garden over there that I was showing. Just so there are like pretty much no gaps at all. Maybe a few here and there, but not like visible when the grass goes back. And just so it looks, and just so it's more useful maybe. So I may end up just doing it on that height. But yeah, basically it'd be nice to have it look similar to that, but just more green. Maybe a bit longer, but yeah. So I'll go for a drink now because I actually need it anyway. And yeah, that'll be it for today. I may do something tomorrow, but most likely not. Probably not. That's why I don't call it daily vlog, because it's not really a vlog, and it's not always going to be daily, so there might be some days where it's raining or there's nothing to do. You just don't really want to see me doing the same bits over and over again each day, because I'm bored. Oh, and there's Peanut. Whenever I'm out, the cat's always out. The cat's always out as well. It was mainly this one. Used to be. All 3 of them. Meow. You enjoy the nicely cut grass and edge. Come say hello. So yeah, that'll be it for today, and I'll see you next time.